Hi there, Chef Farouj here, founder of Indulge Right Foods, and in this video, I'm going to address one of the questions that I get often, in fact, every time. What's the sugar that you're using? If it's sugar-free, what makes it sugar-free? Or sometimes some people even wonder before they try it if it's even sweet. Yes, it is, and all of our sugars are natural, plant-based. And that's another question I get also. What's the plant-based sugar? And I'm going to address all that in here in this video. So like I mentioned, most of our products are, or all of our sugars are plant-based, natural, mostly organic, if not all of them, organic ingredients. So if you notice if you haven't noticed yet, or if you look at our nutritional label, we have over 10 to 12 grams of prebiotic fiber per serving. That's per 2 tablespoons. That's a lot of fiber. That's almost as much as eating a whole cauliflower. All right. And that was done with a purpose. Again, all of our products are designed with a purpose. Ingredients are hand selected to serve that purpose, right? When you have large amounts of fiber, it will suppress your appetite. It will keep you full longer. It will also slow down absorption. In this case, it's also prebiotic fiber. It's called inulin. So oftentimes I get asked why insulin, but that's not it, okay? It's inulin. It is a prebiotic fiber derived from tubers, 2 different sources, in fact. One is sunchokes or Jerusalem artichokes. The other is chicory root fiber. It's the family of the endives. If you haven't tried them, you should try them, especially sunchokes. It makes a great puree, but that's kind of a side note. There's multiple studies showing that the benefits of inulin in suppressing appetite, in helping, changing or modifying or improving your gut microbiota, in suppressing cravings, and the list goes on. So that's one of the ingredients in here. The other part is allulose, or it's also called rare sugar. The reason why it's called rare sugar is because you'll find it in small amounts in certain fruits, such as figs, raisins, etc. But they're smaller amounts. For industrial use, it's made by a fermentation process. And that's what makes it sugar-free in the sense of that it does not affect your insulin levels because you do not digest it all. Only small amount it gets digested. The rest of it just goes through your body. Our other option is also erythritol, which is a sugar alcohol category. Now, you might have heard a lot from many companies. I even heard it from some doctors that sugar alcohols are bad for you. Hold on before you make that choice. There are many sugar alcohols, and unfortunately, oftentimes, they just sum it up all under one. Now, I spend a lot of time, hundreds of hours in fact, researching the sugars. There's a report down below, a summary of the reports of all the different sugars, the benefits, the side effects, the potentials, and the actual data. So you could click and download it. The one we chose to use is erythritol. That's the one with the least side effect. Now, unfortunately, it's not as sweet as sugar. In fact, only has about 60 to 70% sweetness of the sugar. It's extremely finicky to work with. And that's why most companies advertise on their website that they don't use sugar alcohol, as if it's a bad thing. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, if you would, many companies use sugar alcohols that are cheaper version and not as good for you, such as maltitol or sorbitol. they cause a whole lot more side effects. In fact, a lot more side effects than either xylitol or erythritol. While they're in the same family, they're totally different, right? You got two siblings, but they're totally different siblings. So, once again, we use erythritol. They're all organic sourced. Erythritol is also produced by fermentation process, and you don't absorb it all. You absorb only small amounts of it. The rest of it just goes through your body. That's why it does not spike your insulin levels. It does not spike your sugar. Once again, our product in particular has a lot of fiber, probably the highest amount in the industry, period. And that was designed on purpose so that it will help you kill the cravings, suppress your appetite a bit, but also slowing down absorption while you could enjoy a flavorful caramel sauce or chocolate sauce by the spoonful, or dipping fruits in them, or adding it to your granola, adding it to your yogurts, in your coffee, turning it into hot chocolate, hot cup of tea, whatever you prefer. Using them in your baking and formulations. If you haven't checked out recipes, go ahead and do that. And we constantly are sharing more recipes. If you're subscribed, if you are a subscriber, you will get those automatically in your email, or even videos that we put out periodically. So, hope that answers your question about our sugars. Once again, everything is just natural, all plant-based, does not affect your insulin levels, does not spike a surge or does not cause a surge in your insulin levels, and it also keeps you full longer. So if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out or comment below, and we'll be happy to support you.